YouTube. Today we have episode 25 on the model farm. So today it's maize is cracking off. So we've got big M's heading out with manure. We've got silage, more manure, agrico. It's not actually called agrico now. We have some news about what it could be. More manure. Robert's crew is heading out, and yeah, just good stuff. So let's dive in. We'll start off at Finbar's like we always do. So Finbar has been getting some contractors in recently to do some of his fields. So as you will know, last week we saw the Zeta ploughing away. The Zeta's now finished doing that. And now the big Massies have come in, so Robert's Massey and his roller is just rolling on this already drilled field. And this other Massey who has come, this contractor has come very far. We saw him last week driving past here, and he's doing very well. That Massey is very different coloured, I'd say, as in it's a very nice 8737, but it's brutally damaged in some way. I think I probably got a hit on that. So we've got the county here. So as you will know, it's had a bad crash last week. You need to watch episode 24 to know what happened. But yeah, I think it's either going to have the wheels taken off and going to have to be taken straight to mechanic, or it's going to have to be sold, I'm afraid, because it's so damaged now that the connecting rods have bent and that tyre ain't coming off. I mean, it ain't coming back on quickly. So yeah, and that county in general is really old, but it is a beauty. So yeah, tell me what you think we should do about that. Should we put it into the field and leave it to rot and then, I don't know, come to it eventually? Or should we sell it? Comment down below. But Ferguson, that's just being parked here. Not Finbar. Finbar is planning. He could maybe install this tractor as sort of like an entrance, but I don't think he's going to do that, like an entrance way to the farm. But he might do that maybe to the B&B. The B&B will be opened, I've heard, next month, because they just need to do a bit more of the toiletries, and like it's going to be a very small house, and if it doesn't get a good star rating on the first try, it will have to be shut, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's going to be, let's hope PJ makes a bit of money. He doesn't need any more money, he's pretty rich himself. I mean, he's got a good harvester, he's got a county, a Zeta, Ferguson, he's got a Range Rover Classic, he's got a T1, and he's got a vintage JCB. I mean, he's doing pretty well, and an old Volvo as well, so, and a Renault. So yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself. But this Beamer, as we know, this is called Chaos Corner now. This Beamer's definitely gone through that hedge a couple of times. This was where the crash was, and now guess what, the Beamer might get into another crash. Coming down here quite fast, and look what's here, a big M. Now this you will have seen, the big M that was on the Spalding Model Show episode, part 2, and we couldn't put on the maize header just because it doesn't fold up. So the maize header is, let's say, already there, but yeah, so either he's going to slam on his brakes or he's going to have to turn into PJ's yard. But really, this is a chaotic road. Should really be made into a one-way because it's really tight. But I mean, there's so many fields up there. And a 6920 is on the class trailer. Good, nice pair. We've got a class Black Beauty on a manure spreader. And in the pub we've got an old International 1455 XL. So that's a showstopper there. There's just a bit of an old tractor gathering, so field marshal, Ford son. So just a bunch of old blokes gone out to the church and then going to go to the chippy in an escort. That escort I think might now be clamped there, so yeah. So here we've got the big manure heap, which let's hope some of the manure is not flying onto the international. But this gives the Volvo that James and Mick have bought a real chance to shine. And what they are doing, so they're doing a contract for this farmer here, who couldn't. He always gets them to do a contract, or one of the farmers at least. So they tipped all of their manure there because they weren't allowed to tip it in this field. But now what they're having to do, which is a bit silly in my opinion, they're loading it and then going and tipping it and then unloading it here. So it's a bit weird, and they probably should have tipped it just here. But you know what? It's making it a lovely scene. You've got the 6R doing a lovely job, the Volvo loading up the single axle trailer, this Volvo here loading up the manure spreader on the Fent, and yes, there will be a lot of mud on the road, as you will see the caution mud on road. So AD plant's doing pretty well. They're getting through a good amount of the silage, so that's good. So yeah, this is probably my favourite scene of the whole display. This fence just doing the manure. It's such a beautiful scene. A lovely black beauty. I love the black beauties. And look at that, 2 black beauties in the same area. Brilliant. So here we've got a Landy pickup going past, tow truck, and we've got PJ here. He's just going down in the arrows, and he's got no, this is Finbar, isn't it? Finbar, yeah. He's just going down in the arrows with the manure. He's just carting a good bit, so actually I don't think it is manure, I think it's dirt. So he's holding up a good amount of traffic, but some beautiful traffic that is. Landy and a classic Range Rover, as we all know, my dream car. So might not know that. So here at the what was AD plant, we may be seeing a change. Well, obviously there has been a change. We might be seeing a farmyard here. So, what I mean by a farmyard is like an outer yard. So follow along to see what's going on. But really it's at the moment a quarry, so the O&K has been left there. Nothing really to do. It's being a bit helpful, but it's holding up quite a bit. But the New Holland on the half pipe is monitoring the digger who's loading it, and they've had to cut a bit of the field off because I think this farmer who owns this field might be moving in, so we don't know what machines he has, but should see pardon me, we should see what he has soon enough, so sorry about that. But yeah, so he wanted a big yard, and I think he also maybe owns this field, we don't know, but yeah, we heard he could have won the lotto, so that's good. And the cat's just loading up the dumpers. They're gonna soon have to demolish that curve there and that sign, I believe, and I wonder whether they're gonna make like a farm track dividing through one of these fields, but that's just a wonder. Here we've got another lorry going down into that field, into that construction site, as it's going to be called now. The Merlot is fixing a broken telegraph pole that fell down. Police are here, just monitoring. Bikes, quad. Bull is in the field of Roberts. Not his bull, but he's just having that for the time being. The TM and the Landy are just parked up, and here we've got the Katana Fent, we've got the Case going down with the trailer, and the Dootsfar going down with the trailer. So I think there's more trailers coming, but they are the only tractors that have 50k that they have. And they're massive obviously, but they only have 2 trailers, so they're doing it on the motorway, I believe, hauling on the motorway. So they need big 50k tractors, 50 kilometres. So the International cannot do this because it's not a 50k. So the young son is going to drive down in the Land Rover to watch it, but at the moment he's having a jolly around in the case. He's driving like an absolute madman, cowboy, a bit like what Evenflow would do. So driving like mad, and he's holding up this Landy, another Landy, and another Landy. What a surprise! JCB just going off to help the Merlot with telephone poles. This is the actual company who do the telephone poles, the actual electricity company. So they need to get there quickly. So JCB is here, there, mechanics, and lots of the lads are helping get the John Deere ready for silage, maize. So that's good. All the tractors are basically out. The John Deere and the other baler and all the other tractors are out. You may notice something with the 135 here. I've taken the cab off, so this is what I've been wanting to do for ages. Tell me what you think it looks better with, cab or no cab. I prefer it with no cab, because then you can buy one with a cab and you can't get ones with no cabs. So that's all I will say, but yeah, they're very good models. So here we've got a bit of a standoff. So don't know who owns this Massey 8737. It was Agrico's, but since they've sold it, it's now part of another fleet and the voucher. Who's going to back up? Who's going to go forward? We will never know. I don't think they're going to collide, but I think they're going to do a bit of a fierce standing. So these are 2 majorette models, incredible models. One of them might have a broken windshield and maybe a broken grille by the end of this, but hey ho. So tell me what your favourite scene is in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I definitely did, and very action-packed video. Comment down below what you'd like to see on the farm. Maybe it will get included. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.